All right, all right. Greetings and good morning. Kenny J with G.O.B.E Trade House. I want to welcome everybody to Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E. We do this call every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., giving you motivation, inspiration, and strategy. Shout out to everybody on right now. Shout out to the G.O.B.E Trade House Foundation. Listen, guys, we are fresh out of Miami. Okay, we're fresh out of Miami, guys. If you actually are on the call right now and you were able to attend the Miami trip, or if you saw any posts about the Miami trip online from any G.O.B.E Trade House members and you had a great time, okay, let's go ahead and get some 777s in the chat. Let's get some 777s in the chat if you went to Miami, guys, okay, or if you saw anything online from any G.O.B.E Trade House members in Miami. We were actually pretty deep out there. All right, shout out to my brother Orlando. I see you, AKA Lando. It's my brother right there. I met him in person. All vibes, right? Jordan, met my brother Mike Irvin, okay? So many people were out there, guys. So many people were out there. We had an amazing time. Lorraine's sister, Lorraine, all right? So many people were out there in Miami, and we had an amazing time together, okay? Everybody just coming together in fellowship, okay? Talking, networking, game planning, of course, partying, drinking, having a really good time in Miami. We had such an amazing time out there, guys. So we're going to talk about later in the call what's up and coming next for the trade and travel movement. But before we do, I want to go into a few things. Number one, guys, if you're just now getting started at G.O.B.E Trade House, or if this is your first time on a Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E, go ahead and drop a 111 inside of the chat right now. If you're just now getting started inside of G.O.B.E Trade House, or if this is your first time on a Coffee in the Morning with G.O.B.E, go ahead and drop a 111 in the chat. Mike Taylor, stop playing. All right, perfect. Perfect, guys. All right, so we basically have all foundational members on right now, which is perfect, okay? Because we're going to go over some pretty cool things this morning. All right. Number one, all right, last night we continued to run up the bag challenge, okay? And we were able to go ahead and tap our TP on run up the bag challenge trade number 26. So right now we're currently 26 out of 29. So we have one more trade to go, and that will complete our 30 trades, okay? One more trade to go, and that will complete our 30 trades. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. It's only right that I have this particular song going on. All right. So we have one more trade to go. And after doing the mathematics earlier, we are able to finish this month off. If we're able to complete our last trade tonight, we will actually go 27 for 30 on the run up the back challenge. This would actually be the second time that we've actually done this as a group. Okay, we actually did this back in January as well. All right. So that is 90% accuracy. If for whatever reason we lose tonight, we can end up the worst case scenario, 26 out of 30, which lands us at about 86% for the month. Okay. So shout out to the Sniper Squad. All right. Doing a great job on the run up the back challenge. And I just want to do a quick trade with you guys as we complete the challenge tonight and we start a new challenge. All right. So, guys, last night, if you were on the session, I actually marked up this particular pair, the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc. Let me go ahead and take out some of my indicators here. I started off on the 4-hour chart. And I wanted to show you guys how, this particular pair was consolidating for months, okay? Price was really respecting this zone right here and then a horizontal price channel. Then boom, we had a breakout and within an ascending price channel where that beautiful staircase structure started, okay? And we were just getting these higher highs, these lower lows, these higher lows, all right, higher highs. And it continued to tap our respective zone, which is our reliable resistance zone, this trend line, all right? And then boom, we had a breakout, okay? We had a breakout out of our ascending price channel. Now, a couple things could have happened here with this particular pair. It could have, in our breakout, let me go ahead and take off my higher highs and higher lows. All right. On this breakout, it came down and it tapped support right here. All right, this minor level of support. Now in a breakout, usually it could be a market reversal and it can continue to drop, but that's not what happened. All right. What ended up happening, guys, it tapped support and then it shot back up, back inside of our price channel. Okay. So in the price channel, if you guys see, as you can see, it's continued to hit support and hit these higher highs. So now that it's down here and it gave us a fake out at like it went to breakout, okay? It could potentially go all the way up and give us another higher high and reaching this next new zone that it had not reached yet. So the prediction was that, hey, now that it's back in the channel, this could potentially jump up and go back up and give us a higher high. But because we're doing the run up the bag challenge, we really didn't want to get all of those pips. All we wanted was 10 pips. Okay, so this is a trade that was called out last night. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so all we wanted was 10 pips. Now it's pretty interesting. You guys can see how this trade played out. It came down. The reason why we hopped into this trade, right around this range. All right, and it came down right around this range, and it respected our 9 MA. And you see that it was also below our 50. Our 50 is my blue line right here. So it came up, it gave us 10 pips. And you guys can see that it literally gave us those 10 pips. It gave us a quick wick out. All right. At about 10.2, a little over 10 pips. And then it dropped down the pips hell. Okay. It went right back, and it's now is near that level of support again, back in a breakout. So this was another win for G.O.B.E. But guys, I'm glad that we marked this at 10 pips. We knew that it would at least do that, but it definitely hopped up, smashed a little over 10 pips, and then it dropped down right back out the price channel. So I hope everybody either had your TP set or you took satisfactory profits on this pair. So what I see now happening on this pair, guys, is pretty much what I saw previously. All right. If I were to get back in this trade, now since you can see this this bearish engulfing candle here. All right, under my 9 and my 50, and now it's coming back and retesting my 9. Okay, and it's looking like it wants to come down and drop. Okay, down to this level of support. All right, so this is the next possible scenario on this pair. So if I were to hop in this pair, I'm not looking for buys right now unless it hops back in my channel again. If it hops back in my channel, right in this zone again, maybe I'll get in for a buy then, okay? But really, in reality, because we're in a breakout, I want to see if it's going to continue to break out and reach new zones. And if we were to do a short, let me see. I would feel comfortable getting in on this pair on a sell because we're out of our channel at about price at 0.74038. So I actually do an alert right here to get in for a sell, cross down 0.74038. Breakout. All right. So I have an alert set here. And if it continues to break, then we're going to get a lot of pips if it continues to break. We'll get another break and retest, and then it'll come back down to the next zone, then the next zone. So it's good to catch a breakout because you don't know how far it's going to go. You just have to track it. All right. But it's a lot of pips. It's a lot of landscape if it decides to drop to this next zone. You guys see, if it breaks this next zone, I mean, guys, let me do a short really quick, and then we'll move on. For my alert to support, that's 20 pip move. 10 pips would look pretty good. All right. But again, I want to stay very cautious on that. I want to make sure that it's still dropping. We have a lot of momentum. And to this next zone, that's 113 pips, and there's a lot of landscape. All right. So with that being said, another win for G.O.B.E. We have one more trade tonight. One more trade tonight, guys, and we'll go ahead and see what we're able to do. See if we can close out the run up the back challenge at around 90%. All right. Shout out to everybody who was attending last night, and we're going to continue tonight. All right, and start a new challenge. Let me get some dollar signs in the chat if you're ready to stay disciplined, guys, on the next run up the bag challenge starting from scratch. I want everybody to think about this so we can hold each other accountable on this. Whether you're starting with the $100 to take it to $9,500, whether you're starting with $500, okay, to take it to, I don't remember the exact number, it's like 80,000 or something like that. Okay, whatever the number is, guys, dollar signs in the chat if you're going to control your greed, your patience, and the discipline and stay disciplined to it. Me and the sniper team were talking about everybody really holding each other accountable, okay, for this next month, okay, on the next run up the back challenge. And the reason why, guys, this is the reason why. The run up the back challenge, because we have incorporated the New York session now, we could potentially finish a run up the back challenge in 2 to 2.5 weeks. All right. We could potentially finish 30 trades in 2 to 2.5 weeks now because we're at least throwing out 2 trades a day. Okay. And with the incorporation of New York session, we might get at least an extra 2 to 3 trades a week or 4 or potentially more on that session. Okay. So you're talking about 10 business days. We could potentially finish this whole compound sheet. Okay, so that is very exciting because we could potentially do 2 of these in a month if we stay consistent. All right, so that's what I'm saying, guys. 2 weeks is not a long time. 10 business days is not a long time to stay consistent. Start your run up the bag challenge account and make sure it is totally separate. Okay, don't touch it for no reason. Okay, don't make the same mistake that I make, which is I might see an XRP trade or a crypto trade and say, hey, let me go put it on my run. No, don't do that, guys. Then you mess up your run up the bag challenge account. Sometimes I do that. I know a lot of people can bear witness that sometimes you may take a trade that you're not supposed to on your run up the bag challenge account. This account has to be totally separate, totally disciplined. Okay. And then you have your other account that you could set up, you could take risk on. Okay, you should have if you are participating in a crypto session, use that to your advantage. Use a separate account for the cryptos. Use a separate account for gold. Use a separate account for oil and commodities. Okay, and make sure your compound account is your freedom account. And if you take pure run up the bag challenge trades, okay, I've been in the industry for at least 5 years now. Okay, and when it comes to the accuracy on live session trades, you cannot get a better trade than the trades you're getting with the run up the bag challenge. And I can say that without a shadow of a doubt, just not because we're G.O.B.E Trade House, just because this is just data. Okay, we have not had a month, and we're almost halfway through the year where we have not landed less than 85% accuracy. And if you look at 80 to 85% of that compound sheet, you will always be up more. But you just have to stay disciplined, plug in the trades, hold your greed, okay? Because we all have it, okay? If you got to watch the lunch and learn we did on the psychology of a trader, successful trader 101, where I talk about ways to control your greed, patience, and discipline. Watch it over and over and over again, guys, because with repetition, it's going to allow you to stay consistent on this. And the reason why I want everybody to stay consistent on this, not because it's going to allow you to quit your 9 to 5, not because it's going to allow you to pay off debt. And all of those things, of course, we want those things to happen, right? But the main reason is we have another trip coming up, guys, in these next few months, okay? We have another trip coming up in these next few months we are putting together the next destination where we're going to go. And some of the places that we've already discussed, I can tell you right now, I'm super excited about what is coming down the pipeline. All right. And when you guys see this marketing material and the marketing video that Carlos Pond is putting together with the lifestyle footage we got in Miami, it is truly a movie. Okay. As we always talk about, guys, we came from the travel industry back in 2014. Go.B Trade House originally started off as a travel company. Okay, we were part of the travel industry as travel agents. And the way that we marketed our business at that time was pure attraction marketing, pure lifestyle. All we did was travel. And when we dropped our first marketing video within our first 4 months, the same thing with Go.B Trade House. And now, within our first 4 months, back in 2014, we took a cruise and we did a marketing video. We put it online, and that video generated, like, I forgot how many views, but it's over 50,000, 60,000 views. It went crazy. And these views, guys, generated so many leads for our team that our team went from a few hundred people to over 2,500 in a matter of a couple months, because of not only from what we were able to contribute, but everybody else inside of the network. We're just closing people just on the traction marketing video, okay, just on the lifestyle video, and actually people seeing them in it. So it's important that you're in these videos, and that's why we want to stress you do the run up the bag challenge, because we don't know how many people in the group has a passport. If you have a passport, let me get a 777 in the chat, guys. And if you don't have a passport, let me get an 888 in the chat. If you don't have a passport, let me get an 888 in the chat. Okay. And those who got a passport, guys, how long would you say that getting the passport took you guys? A month and a half? You can unmute yourself if anybody knows that answer.
I mean,
It's gonna take about
I would do 2
months.
months before the trip to be safe.
It's gonna take about 2-3 weeks before you get it back. So at least I say about maybe 4 weeks to be on the safe side. So
yeah, I would definitely say a month to 2 months for sure.
Month or 2 months, right? So this is something that, okay, I see there's a lot of 888, but there's a lot of 777s too. So everybody who has an 888, this is something that we all should be working on over these next few weeks, over this next 1 to 2 months. Everybody who put 888 in the chat, start getting your passport, because I'm about 90% sure we're going out the country. Okay? I'm about 90% sure we're going out the country. So this is something we all should be working on. Everybody who put an 888 in the chat, you know, we're going out the country somewhere. Okay, we're drinking from somebody's coconut and we're putting our feet in somebody's sand. Okay, so it's gonna be a good time. So everybody who put an 888 in the chat, that's something to look forward to. The run up the bag challenge, guys. Yes, exactly, Amber. International. Okay, but again, this is something we want to do every few months. But if we could get at least one more trip out before closing out the year, I think that's going to be great moving on to 2022. Okay. Lastly, guys, and then I'll go ahead and pass it over. When we were on the trip, we had a moment together at one of our brother's places. Okay, he had an amazing view. Our brother Ray. Okay, and we were up there and we were talking about the future of Go.B. Okay, and I had an opportunity to talk about a few things that we plan on releasing down the pipeline, and a lot of folks didn't get a chance to hear it because it was a private conversation. So what I want to do right now is to reveal to you a couple things that we're working on with Go.B, okay, that is going to be released here in the very near future. Okay, so number one, guys, I think Carlos potentially touched on it yesterday, but I do want to go ahead, and elaborate just a little bit on something very exciting that's going to happen with Go.B. Okay, as you guys know, right now, Go.B Trade House, if you bring a customer into the business, okay, what ends up happening is the next following Friday, you will get compensated at least 40% up to 60% for that customer. So any $40 to $60 for that customer the following Friday. Okay. So what we are working on in Go.B Trade House right now, okay, we just got approved for a major merchant that we are bringing on to assist us in payouts and auto pay, okay, and so many other things, okay. And it's very, very exciting, guys. We're making so much noise, especially with our systems, because we want to perfect our systems, okay. And because we understand that that is something we plan on bringing in the numbers that is going to take to make Go.B Trade House, okay, a legacy company, a legacy platform. Everything needs to be working beautifully and in sync, and we need to be able to handle that type of volume. We can, but we're always evolving it, right? So what we are going to do, guys, okay, and this could be rolling out within these next couple months, all right? But we will be announcing it if we could do it sooner, but we want to make sure that this is something that we could do, and it's going to be a seamless process, all right? So we'll be keeping everybody updated, but Go.B Trade House, guys, instead of you getting paid by bringing somebody in today, next Friday, we are going to release daily payouts for Go.B Trade House members and affiliates, all right? Daily payouts. Let me tell you what that means, guys. There will be a particular time by the end of the day. If you bring in a customer to Go.B Trade House, for example, you bring in 2 customers by noon, okay? Basically what that means is by the end of the night, that $80 is in your checking account. Okay, give me some 777s in the account in the chat if you're excited about that. Okay, let's say you had a bill due. Let's say you had a car note due. Let's say you wanted to get some money to put in your trade account. By the end of the day, if you go ahead and you put in the work and you bring in a friend, family member, coworker, you do a post, that money will be in your account by the end of the night. Let's say, guys, you went ahead and you brought in 10 customers in one day. That's a $400 payout by the end of the night. Now, tell me if that doesn't make you excited to go out there and to bring in more customers to Go.B Trade House, knowing that you're going to get paid by the end of the day. Daily pay programs, guys, they blow up. Okay. And with Go.B Trade House, with the way we pay out and how much we pay with our compensation plan, all right, this is going to be an amazing addition. Okay, so that's one thing we shared that we're working on, guys. We want to incorporate it as soon as possible. We're working on it right now. All right, but daily pay is something that we are going to release here very soon at Go.B Trade House. The second thing that we spoke about, okay, when we had that conversation, we are also releasing new digital products to add a la carte with Go.B Trade House. Okay, so the next thing that we're working on, guys, and we're going to continue to evolve. We're going to continue to release new things. The next thing that we're working on, guys, is the cryptocurrency auto trading bot. Okay, the cryptocurrency auto trading bot that purely trades cryptos. We know we have the auto bot that trades FX pairs, FX cross, and FX majors, right? So the cryptocurrency auto trading bot is going to be built similar. However, because of how aggressive cryptocurrency is, it has to be built in a certain way. The software has to be perfected, okay? But this is going to be crazy. This is going to attract a whole new market of the crypto industry. To my knowledge, this is something that's never been done before, and I can assure you it's never been done with the price point we have in Go.B and what we'll add on the a la carte. No one is doing that in the industry. And the third thing we spoke about up there, guys, okay, is the Go.B Trade House Index Autobot. Okay, so the Index Autobot is another digital product we'll be adding to Go.B Trade House. The Index Autobot is going to trade the US 30, the SPX 500, and the NAS 100. Okay, and other particular indexes. Okay, the DX and things like that is going to be purely for indexes. Again, the software has to be built in a certain type of way because it is so aggressive. Okay, but this is also going to attract a whole new market of stock traders, people who trade stocks. Okay, that's what index is, top 500 US companies and things of that nature, NAS 100, okay, the NASDAQ. So people who are in who trade stock how would they like to have an Autobot that trades stocks for you? Okay, guys, this is crazy. No one is doing this in the industry. Give me a 777 in the chat if you're excited about daily pay with G.O.B.E Trade House. If you're excited about the cryptocurrency trading Autobot coming down the pipeline, and also the index bot trading US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500, and things like that, guys. This is what we spoke about in Miami. And this is why, guys, you guys gotta be on these trips with us, because you're gonna get the exclusive. And every time we go on these trips, we're gonna drop something new and exciting for G.O.B.E Trade House. Okay. So I want everybody to be very excited. We have so much things coming. Just stay tuned, stay plugged into the fire. And these things are coming down the pipeline along with our new trip. So, all right, I'm done spinning off. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it here in a second to the next person on our panel. And that person is our brother, Jordan Rosario. So, Jordan, good morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I was on the New York session, and it didn't. Normally, it's okay with me if I'm on the East Coast. I wake up at 7:30, but as my brother DP knows, waking up in Colorado at 5:30 in the morning, it's a different beast altogether, especially when you got in. But that's another story for another day. What sacrifice was well worth it, especially with the trades that we put out on that New York session. Joe Dorit's doing an excellent job as always. But what I wanted to go ahead and talk about today is, getting yourself ready for, that next trip, getting yourself ready for that next battle, that next fight. I had fun in Miami, chilling out with my brothers, my sisters, getting to meet Kenny, getting to meet Joe, getting to meet everybody that was on the trip, Lorraine, the list goes on, or Lando especially, the list goes on. But now that I'm here, now that I'm back at home base, I'm ready to get going. I still have a lot of training that I need to do, especially if I want to be on that next trip with y'all coming in the next 2-3 months. So I definitely want to make sure that I get myself focused. I get myself ready. My mentality, and this is something I talked about on the trip, is work hard, play hard. So, I played hard in Miami, played a little bit harder than most. And, those are private stories for another day. But now that I've gone ahead and I've done my playing, now that I've gone ahead and I had my fun, now it's time for me to get myself back into it, get my grind going. Albeit it's taken me a little bit to recover, but I'm ready to go. And you just got to keep going. And something that also helped me on the trip was just seeing everybody, lighting that fire inside my belly. And that is going to help me in terms of if I ever get discouraged, trading, I'm always going to think back to those trips, those moments where I met all these fantastic people, all these fantastic traders, all these fantastic entrepreneurs, these potential 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 figure earners. That's going to help me just give myself, revitalize my mindset to know that this is an opportunity that you cannot pass up. So, right now we are on the press. We are definitely moving forward. We are rocket launching right now. This trip was fantastic. Can't wait for the next one. But, before we could talk about that next trip, as everyone here needs to do, we need to get ourselves in attack mode, whether that's building up your residuals or whether that's becoming that master forex trader. It is time to go, and it is time to go hard. So I expect each and every one of you to get yourselves ready for that next step, that next plan, that next mile in your trading or residual journey. And I'm sure everybody on this call is excited for everyone on here to get those next steps taken care of, done, and done. So everybody, go be great and go be blessed.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. Definitely a pleasure to meet Jordan in person. And I think, guys, I actually posted a video on my Facebook page where I was going around and I was interviewing people in G.O.B.E Trade House. And one thing you could hear consistently from everybody is that everybody was on the same frequency immediately when we all met each other. Okay. Jordan, Zach, same way, same guy in person that he is on all the Zoom calls. okay? And everybody was just in sync automatically, okay? Because I realized that we spent a lot of time together on the Zooms, live trade sessions, coffee with Gobies, all right, the lunch and learns, everything that we do, okay, our marketing calls with Mike Taylor. We spend a lot of time together, so we all know so much about each other that whenever we met, it was just immediate, it's immediate connection. Okay, it's almost like we always all of us have all met in person already, and that's something you'll hear consistently from everybody. And those relationships are important. Just like Jordan said, you're dealing with people who are potential multi-millionaires, potential billionaires by learning this skill. Okay, so there's nothing better to unite like-minded people, and that's what we do here at G.O.B.E Trade House. And thank you for that testimony, Jordan. Okay. And I want to bring up next another brother that that I met for the first time, another Houston native. Okay, our brother Orlando, aka Lando. Lando, are you on, brother?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? How you doing?
Doing great, brother. Doing great. The floor is yours.
All righty. So first of all, I just want to introduce myself, everybody. My name's Orlando. I'm AKA, like you said, Lando. I go by Lando for short. Either or, I'm gonna respond. I just want to say that I am fresh into the game. I'm 6, 7 weeks into it, and I was a little nervous at first. You get out there. And they say, and it was crazy because I live by this, and it's crazy because I heard Carlos say it to us when we were all sitting up on top of that balcony, checking out the awesome view. He said, the best things come in life when you pass fear. So you have to get through your fear to realize, to find some of the better things that could possibly come to you, And when I got to Miami, I went out by myself. I went out on a whim. I had never met anybody before. And I probably made the decision 8 days prior to going to Miami. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the gamble. I want people to see my face. I want people to see my personality, put a character to my name on the screen. Just like you said, Jordan was the exact same way that he is in person, and that goes for everybody. But it was wild, when we first got there, I got to the beach and I was there by myself. And I see a car pull up right next to me, and they were rolling like 6 or 7 deep. It was Kenny, it was Joe, it was Carlos, it was Cam. They were all in there, and I just saw the shirts. G.O.B.E Miami. So I was like, I just pieced out. I said, "Oh, G.O.B.E fam." They had no idea who I was. They didn't know my name. They all got out of the car and came up to me like if I was family, and it was. I felt welcomed. After that, it was easier. It was easier to get to know everybody. It was easier to just to fall into the family because, like you said, it was definitely a family gathering. Once we all met on the beach, it was like a family reunion. Like we had all known each other for years. It was crazy. There was no hostility. There was no awkwardness. It was straight to it, and everybody was on the same wavelength. And it was a really good time. So it's awesome because even though we were out there, we were like 30 deep. It's actually really cool that I learned from a lot of individual people. I learned from the group, I learned from the business, I learned from G.O.B.E, but I also learned a little bit differences from everybody else. Everybody has something different to bring to the table. And that's me. I'm a creature of change. I don't like to stay stagnant in one spot. So I like to branch out and make sure that I get as much knowledge in as I can get. So it was nice. It was nice meeting everybody. It was definitely really cool that everybody was on the same vibe, and we were out there. We had fun. I made pips when I was out there. Even though we were out there on vacation, I was still banging them in. So that was cool. But it's nice to be a part of the family. I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I joined. And it's awesome. It's been a wild ride so far, and I'm excited for the next trip. So it was nice. It was nice to meet everybody in Miami, and I'm looking forward to be a part of this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lando. Let's get some 777s in the chat for Lando, okay, for taking his business serious, okay, and this life skill serious. Been in G.O.B.E Trade House for 6 weeks, okay, made a decision to say, I'm just going to go ahead and just meet these people and go to Miami by myself, okay? That is somebody with will. That's somebody who says, I want it, okay? And when he came out there, I remember me and Lando were just walking on the beach. You probably remember that, brother, in Fort Lauderdale.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we were just walking on the beach, just talking. Felt like I've known the brother for years, and just talking about life, talking about G.O.B.E, talking about some of our goals in the future and how this is the beginning, and so many other things, guys. And this connection was happening all across the board. But and someone else in Houston, another big Houston leader on the way. But I appreciate you, brother, for showing up, and congratulations on those pips you caught while you're out there as well.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We got to represent for Houston, man. We're out here.
That's right. H-Town.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So next up, I want to bring up my brother, Mike Irvin, who also came out to Miami. All right. Had an amazing G.O.B.E Trade House custom shirt he created on, which I really, really like. Is Mike Irvin on right now?
Yeah, I'm here, Kenny.
How you feeling, brother?
Great. I'm great. The energy is all the way up. The energy level is all the way up right now. You hear me?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Well, the floor is yours.
Okay. Well, how's everyone doing? All new members, welcome. It's your first time on Coffee with G.O.B.E. You know, to elaborate on the conversation about the trip with Miami. Me, myself, I only got a chance to spend like one day with the family. That was one night at the club, and we made a movie that night, right? You know, a real live movie that night, you know. But what that did to me, and just seeing how everybody came together from across the globe, you know, or across the country rather, you know, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Like, you couldn't put it no better. It was like a family reunion. You know, it's like everybody knew each other. You know, I just hear my name being called from behind. Mike. I turn around, I see D. You know, I didn't even know she was in the building. Wow. You know, just countless names. So many people to name. You know, I don't even want to, you know, just start naming names because I'm gonna feel like I'm excluding people and everything. You know, but yeah, man, this thing right here. That would Trade House is gold. So I'm actually sitting with one of my right now while we're on the coffee call with G.O.B.E. So I can show him, you know, the energy level that we got, you know, so I could show him what we doing in the community, you know, like he owns his own business. He's a master painter, you know, and he does great, excellent work, you know. But I'm trying to show this brother it's another way than just painting out here. You know, I'm trying to show this brother about these. Listen, he's very much interested in the box because, you know, he paints, you know, so he can make his money while he's painting. Then he got the networking side, and I'm going to try to turn him on to why he's painting these customers' houses that also know about indexes and things like that, that may not have access to an index bot. So that's what this trip did for me. It got me working. My foot is on the gas, and I ain't letting up. Unfortunately, I may not be able to go out the country with y'all. You know, my past won't allow that, you know, but I'm going to check into it. Because I deserve that. I deserve everything good that's coming to me. You know, everybody else on this call, you deserve everything good that's coming to you. You know, the world is yours. It's your playground. You know, this first travel and trade was in my backyard, my playground. You know, I go down to the beach all the time. You know what I mean? That was like my 5th time down there in the last month. You know, I'm living my life. And I'm going to leave this legacy, and it's going to be legendary. You know, it is what it is. You know, it was a pleasure to meet everyone, you know, and Mike Irvin, I'm here for the long haul. Believe that. Kenny, we going to talk some more. I ain't forget about that conversation we had, you know. We here. We in the building. You know, with that being said, everyone have a blessed day. Y'all go be great.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike Irvin. Let's get some 777s in the chat for Mike Irvin. Okay, speaking it into existence. And yes, brother, we're definitely going to talk much more there for one day. But man, he's right. That club night with G.O.B.E was an absolute movie. Okay, and and you guys will see. It was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys are young Jeezy fans, but Jeezy came in the house, okay, and I was right across from us, was doing some of his best songs. It was incredible, guys. You guys are gonna see the video. It was amazing. Okay. Well, shout out to Mike Irving. All right. And we'll go ahead and keep it pushing, everybody. And we want to go ahead and bring up another brother who came with the positive vibes the whole time. Everybody could co-sign that our brother Cam Mabins was hilarious. Cam, are you on right now, brother? Go ahead and unmute yourself, brother.
I'm just up here just talking away. I didn't know I wasn't unmuted. Yeah, man. After I heard Jordan, I was just like, man, I gotta say something. Man, I was looking forward to seeing Duka though, bro. Man, I didn't get to see Duka, man. I was like, Duka, man. But yeah, I know we talked about the family reunion thing. It was the same way with me and my wife. We just was like, man, we made it a purpose. We was like, we gotta get there. We gotta get there because we gotta meet all these people in person. The first person I seen when I got the car, like I've been knowing Kenny and Carlos for like 6 years. The first person I seen was Carlos, and it was just like instant brotherhood. I embraced him. I was like, bro, I've never met you before. This is my first time meeting you. It was just instant, and it just felt like love. It's like you just ain't seen your brother in like 20 years, and you finally seen him after you just came back from a long hiatus or something, or he been gone. That's how it was. And then when I seen Mike Taylor, I didn't know what to expect from Mike. Mike, he talk a lot. And he always just But when I seen Mike, he was real cool, calm, collected. I'm like, Mike Taylor. I just was excited. Like, what up, Mike? My wife was like, calm down, Cameron, calm down. But yeah, man. All the new people that's on Coffee with G.O.B.E, welcome. We salute you for taking this leap of faith. All the naysayers that's telling you don't do it, don't listen. Do not listen to these people that's telling you don't do it. It's a scam. They just want to take your money. I'm telling you from experience. If I wouldn't have took this leap of faith, man, I don't know where we'd be. We probably would be where I am, still losing money or something. I don't know, but we jumped up. Duka laughing. Duka laughing. I'm serious, man. G.O.B.E Trade House is literally a family. When they said they're gonna put a whole academy of people together to really help you learn this skill of trading forex and cryptocurrency, they really did that. And they built something special from the ground floor. And if you get in on ground floor with us, you're part of the foundation, like you said. Like before I went on this trip, I was missing a lot of coffees with G.O.B.E. Trust me, I'm telling you, I was like, man, it's too damn early. I'm in California. I stay up until about 4 a.m. Now it's 8. Now I don't miss a coffee with G.O.B.E because it felt like when you get on coffee with G.O.B.E now, after that Miami trip, you just seeing family again. And I just want to see y'all faces again because I can't see it every day like we was doing for the last 5 days. So every time coffee come, I'm like, hey, we got to get on coffee. Kenny on there, Jordan on there, Joe on there, John, Duke. I know Duke is going to be on there, Mike. I'm like, we got to see our family. It's just like a family reunion all over again every day. Oh, yeah. I caught some of them Bitcoin pips while I was out there too, baby. I'm just going to let you know. When that day went up, I got some of the pips. Yeah, so when they say we travel and trade, we travel and trade. It's the 3 T's, travel, trade, turn up. That's what we live by. We was out there, baby. Travel, trade, and turn up. That's all I got to say, man. I love you guys. I can't wait for the next one. I'm thinking Paris, France. I just want to throw that out there, Paris, France with the currency,
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? Exactly. We can even go to Tallulah. I like that Tallulah thing. Tulum. My wife, Tulum. Yeah. But Paris, France, boy, I want to see them Eiffel Towers. I want to go see if I could make the soldiers laugh. the ones that just be staring there with the straight face. I want to see if I can make them laugh. I think I got it. But that's about it, y'all. I love you all. Can't wait to make this money with y'all and just run up the bag. And 60 to 90 days? It's gonna be a movie.
Yes, sir.
We're going viral.
Let's get this money.
Salute. Let's get some 777s in the chat for Cam. All right. You just gave us a whole new, you got a whole new campaign for our next trip. Travel, trade, turn up. All right. The three T's. Mike Taylor says Pips in Paris. All right. Hey, you never know. We're definitely going to put that as a potential place. Okay. You never know where we're going to go. You never know. Right. That is beautiful. And like you said, we're a few months out. So we could complete potentially 3, 4, or 5 run up the bag challenges before our next trip. I mean, we should all be sitting pretty nice, right? We should all be sitting pretty nice. But shout out to Cam. Cam had positive vibes the whole time. Cam, he had us laughing the whole time. You guys got to meet Cam in person. I think everybody could say just across the board that Cam is amazing. Okay. So definitely, I can't wait to party with you again. Okay. Travel, trade, turn up. He's right. We were catching pips on the trip. Okay. We had our laptops out, maybe late at night, but we were still had our laptops out, dissecting each other in person. It was amazing to be there with the snipers and everybody just participating. Okay. Getting on the charts, making money together, talking. Man, it was an amazing time. All right. Shout out to you, Cam. And we're definitely going to put Paris as a potential landing spot for our next place. All right. So, and last, I'm going to go ahead and bring up our brother, Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor, a new Houstonian. Mike, how you feeling this morning, brother?
Man, I feel good. I'm still, I see y'all went back home. I'm still on vacation because I only been here like about what, 7 full days. So I'm still new to Houston. I'm still getting used to it. So as far as which city I like better, I actually like Houston better than I like Miami. But what really made the trip was the G.O.B.E family. Like I told Kenny, I could have met, we could have met up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that trip would have been awesome. Just being around y'all. It was great. But what I want to talk about, I want to actually talk about the future of G.O.B.E. I want to talk about why they went when Kenny said, hey, do we got any new members in the chat? Why did I put 111? Because today I declare myself as a new member because I don't know how familiar y'all are with wrestling. So I'm a nerd in that way. That's why I got my nerd glasses on. I still watch WWE. And what WWE does, when WrestleMania is over with, they reset everything. Well, Miami was our WrestleMania. I'm reset, I'm refocused. You see, I got my future Forex millionaire, and I know y'all see me as a marketer, and that's great because I'm finna market my butt off and I'm finna get that. But I also see myself as a Forex trader. Whether you see that for me or not, I see it for myself. And I challenge you to see that for yourself as well. Regardless of what your family members or what other people on the outside think about you in your past or anything you did, I want you to realize that you are a future Forex millionaire if you stick with G.O.B.E. If you stick to the game plan, if you focus on your goals, your ambitions, and you do what you need to do. Also, when you look at their compounding account and you see what's going on, we about to go basically 26 or 27 for 30. Matter of fact, I'm gonna speak it into existence. 27 for 30 is what we're about to go to. Would you say Paris, Bahamas, Vegas? I like Vegas. I want to go to Vegas. Vegas, I'm in on Vegas, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but when you look at that compound, and Kenny broke it down perfectly. With us doing those New York sessions, with us having 4 or 5 Asian sessions a week, it's highly possible within 10 business days, which is literally 10 trading days, which is literally 2 weeks to complete that challenge, right? Well, realistically, let's just say, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been watching the trend. I've been here the whole ride. I'm seeing our master analysis team get better and better, get more accurate and more accurate. You think they're gonna take a step back? No, especially after this trip. I know, if you was on the trip, give me a 777 if you're more motivated to make more money so you can travel and have more fun and have more things. Because I saw some stuff, I'm so motivated because now I ain't gonna lie. I want to travel every other weekend now, you know what I'm saying? But you need paper to do that. So now it's about getting that bag up. I don't want to sit around. I'm a single man. I want to travel the country and eventually the world, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about to do. I'm finna see sights and I'm finna whatever, you know what I'm saying? So now, when it comes to the daily pay, now, the daily pay, I don't know when it's gonna pop off. Let's just say hypothetically midsummer, right? That is gonna be so powerful, and I'm gonna tell you why. And it was something, I ain't gonna lie, when I first threw it at Kenny, because me and Kenny, we go back and forth. One thing about it, me, Kenny, Carlos, Mike, we all got ideas. And me, I'm a little what's the word? I'm a very optimistic, enthusiastic person. And sometimes at the spur of the moment, I just come up, I hit Kenny in the middle, like, hey, guess what? I got an idea. Kenny be like, man, you crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't gonna work, Mike. I'm like, you serious? So when I threw the daily payout, I'm like, man, he ain't gonna want to pay daily. But I sold him on it. And the daily pay, I'm gonna tell you what I told him, and it's true. The last business I was in, Superior Freebies, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. When I compare, I'm gonna just go shoot you straight. This was what I was offering people. I was offering them the opportunity to take their debit card, take about an hour of their time, go on a site while I sit on the phone with them, go try about 6 to 7 products, put their debit card on file, spend about $30. And if they don't, and if they don't cancel those trials within a certain amount of time, they might literally get charged hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, if you put it all together. And in return, they got absolutely nothing except the whole idea that if they can refer people to do the same, then they would get paid daily. That was the key. They went through all that because they saw me making daily money, and they said, if he can do it, I can do it too, even if the products are BS, even if I don't want any of these products, even if I might forget to cancel this stuff, I'll take that chance because I want daily pay. So when you take, and when you look at all these businesses, any business that ever paid daily, people don't care nothing about anything else. Everything else just went out the window. You said, if I do some work today, I can get paid today, I'm in. What I need to do. People would pick out trash. They would do anything to get that money on the same day. Like, why do you think companies like Labor Ready and stuff make money? People will go to a job that they know pay $15 an hour, but they'll get paid $7 an hour for that same job just so they can get the money today. Like, that's how it works. So with that being said, we're not trying to get over on anybody. You're going to get your same exact pay. But here's the deal. Now it's going to be an easier sell for you, because now you like, Dad, so you mean if I refer somebody, I can make money today? That word goes viral. Like when I could go put in the group right now. All I gotta do is say, I just got a new business opportunity and it pays daily. Info below. That's all I gotta say. I ain't gotta say nothing else. I bet you that post get 200 comments. And I bet you I sign up at least 10 of those people. And when you're doing that on a daily basis, imagine how you're building your residual. Because see, the thing is, those businesses that I did in the past, they just paid daily. And then you just had to keep working hard, just keep working hard. But imagine getting paid on Tuesday, on the first Tuesday of the month. And then the first Tuesday of every month, you getting paid that same pay. And then imagine 3 months from now, you done got 4 or 5 signups on that Tuesday. So now you're getting paid 5 times on Tuesday, even though this Tuesday you didn't even make nothing. But because you did something 3 months ago, you still getting paid for it. That's the power of what we're doing. Imagine getting paid when your referrals get referrals, because now you got a 10% bonus. And now you got that passive income coming in, daily pay. Imagine you chilling and you done signed somebody up, but you ain't really do nothing today, but they wanted to take advantage. They needed $200 to pay a bill. So they signed up 5 people. And now you just got paid passive income 5 times a day while you was chilling. And that's all one person. Imagine if you had a team of 20. Imagine if you had a team of 100. So I challenge you right now to start building your teams right now. Don't wait until the daily pay comes. Start building your stuff up. So then when the daily pay comes, then you can skyrocket. Like, go ahead and build a foundation now. Go ahead and start getting your bread up now. And then when it comes, then you take off. Don't sit back and say, well, I'm going to wait on the daily pay. That ain't the smart thing to do, because we still got this 50% promo going on right now. You should be taking advantage of it. G.O.B.E 50. Apply it. Like, use it. It's going to get you referrals, but make sure when you use it, you let people know. Like, don't tell them, hey, I got 50% off and leave it at that. No, I got 50% off, but it ends tonight. It is tomorrow at midnight. Like, you got to give them like a time frame. You got to give them like a little sense of urgency. Like, you can't say, hey, you got all week to do this. No, you got till tomorrow night. And then if you don't do it by tomorrow night, I'm gonna hit you back the day after and say, guess what? You got 24 more hours, you know what I'm saying? I can get you in, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do that for 7-10 days straight. I keep saying, guess what, if I have to, but I'm gonna keep putting that pressure on them to let them know you need to take advantage now. So I wanna give you that nugget. Also, on a lighter note, I wanna talk about a fear that I got over that I'm proud of. So a lot of y'all probably don't know this about me, but when I came to Houston, that was my first time getting on the plane since I was 5 years old. Every time I traveled somewhere, it was always by a car or a bus. So when I got in the plane and went to Houston, the first thing that happened was my stomach dropped. Like, I was like, what the hell? Like, it was like a roller coaster ride. I'm like, am I supposed to be feeling this? So we go up in the sky, we get up there, and I ain't gonna lie, that was the longest hour and 20-minute, 30-minute flight that I ever been on, because it was just anxiety, because every time I would look over the window, like, I'll tell you what really threw me off is when we first got on the plane, when the dude started explaining, if we get into how he had these seats in the middle for these people to do some kind of special assignment instead of an emergency, and how I can take the seat off and I can float in the ocean just in case we fall, and they got parachutes and they got all this stuff. And I'm just like, what we need all this for? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing all this? So I'm already nervous by him saying it because I ain't been on the plane. We get up there, we get in the sky, I'm a little nervous. And then I remember when we got ready to land, when the bottom part came out, I didn't know that was about to happen. So I'm like, what the hell? And then also this particular plane ride, I guess it was because we was from Memphis. They got it all tight, and it was a little raggedy, or maybe it was the wind, but it was just turbulence. I'm like, why is the plane shaking like this? So I made it there though. So after that ride, I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't too enthusiastic about the flight to Miami. I was like, I'm gonna go. But man, I was even worried about when I gotta go back home and visit my family. I'm like, man, I'm gonna do it, but I didn't really enjoy that. So when I went to Miami, this time I had my headphones on. So, and to be honest with you, half of the time I didn't know whether we was in the sky or on the ground. And I didn't feel that anxiety. And actually the ride back home was actually fun. Like, I actually had fun. So my point in saying that is this: whatever your fears are, face them. Like, in this business, if your fear is saying no, just get 3 no's, just like I had to get on 3 flights. By that 4th no, you'll be comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? If you lose a trade, then lose 3 more. By that 4th trade, you'll be like, you know what? It's a part of it. But you're gonna keep going. You're not gonna be so scared. So that's I want to tell you, that's what I learned from that. Now I'm gonna also tell you this on a negative note, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I saw it yesterday, and I knew Kenny was busy, but I wanted to call him and send him. I said, I told you. So when we was on that boat, right? Me personally, like, the reason I don't like to work a 9-to-5 job is because I don't like not being in control. Like, I feel like when I'm on land, because I know how to walk, run, drive, I know how to catch a ride, I know how to do all these things to get away from situations. I feel more comfortable on land than I do in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, because for one, there's predators in that ocean, and 2, I don't know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? So when you put me in the middle of Atlantic Ocean, and it's not like a big cruise ship, and even the Titanic shook, so that don't even really mean nothing. But when you get out there, you can't help, but be a little nervous out there, like, bruh, man, what if these waves start going crazy? What if there's a mechanical problem, man? What if this dude, this is his first day on the job driving a boat, and he really don't know what the heck he's doing? Just all these things start going through your mind, but you try to be at peace and you try to have fun, right? So 2 things happened this weekend that proves me right about water. First, I don't know, is Sunshine online right now? Hello.
I was just looking. No, I don't think she is, because I knew where you were going with it.
No, actually,
We'll bring her on tomorrow. I want her to tell, but go ahead. She'll elaborate.
I'm gonna let her tell her own story. But I'll just say something happened in the water, and that made me be like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't get in the water. You know what I'm saying? I hate that happened to her, but I'm just glad I didn't get in that water. And I'm gonna just say, nature is real. Second thing, as soon as I walk in the door yesterday and sit down, start unpacking, the news is on, right? And apparently, and maybe it was just God working mysterious ways. Maybe they weren't supposed to be doing what they were supposed to do. But some guys from Mexico was trying to smuggle I don't know if it was drugs or people or whatever, but they were smuggling something. And there was a warning that was telling people, hey, it's gonna be some real high waves. Maybe y'all shouldn't be in the boats. And these dudes, man, them waves, man, got to going crazy, man. They tore that boat in pieces, man. Them people got messed off. And the only thing I was thinking was like, bro, the whole time I was sitting in the water, that's what I was worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like some crazy stuff that man can't control. So my thing is this: I'm gonna get on the plane because I got places to go. But as far as that water stuff, man, it just depends on how big the boat is and where we going. I have to make a calculated risk, but I'm not going on no more fishing trips in the middle of the ocean. Like I told y'all on the boat, I'm gonna say it again. My relationship with G.O.B.E is a land relationship. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm acting funny if y'all do some boat stuff and I'd be like, hey man, I'm good on that boat. Hey, that's just my personal preference. You know? G.O.B.E great. And I see you guys on tonight's call.
Absolutely. Hey, let's get some 777s in the chat for Mike Taylor for getting over his fear. Okay. Getting on the flights. Not only that, getting on the boat. I actually have him on my Facebook page when he was really excited to say, I'm on the boat. I got over my fear. Okay. And that is huge. Just that alone is huge to just go ahead and do that, guys. And I like how he made that metaphor about, you know, getting over your fear of a bad trade, getting on your fear of getting told no, okay? Because success is on the other side of fear, okay? So other than that, guys, it's 11:16. I think this has been another powerful coffee in the morning with G.O.B.E. And we definitely got to get Sunny C on because she has a story, okay? She has a story from the beach. So we're going to try to see if we can get her on coffee in the morning with G.O.B.E tomorrow so she could speak her piece, okay, about that water, okay? And Mike, you're hilarious, by the way. I'll call you after this, man. You're funny. All right. Anyway, Joe, do we have a lunch and learn today, brother?
Good morning. Yes, sir. We'll do a lunch and learn in about 13 minutes. So everybody had an opportunity to grab a snack, grab a lunch, and we'll get right back into it. And on today's topic, we'll be going over stop loss again, just so we can get it down, and then also trailing stop loss. So you had an opportunity to ask questions on it and get demonstrations of it as well. So that's what today's lunch and learn will be over.
Perfect. Thank you, Brother Joe. Okay, everybody stay tuned. Okay, add another tool to your toolkit with today's lunch and learn. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and close out. Everybody go be great, go be amazing. Okay, and have a very productive, prosperous day. And we'll see you guys in the trade community. And we will be completing the run up the bag challenge tonight if we find the best buy or sell opportunity in the market. Right. Peace, everybody. Have a great day. I'm gonna go ahead and pass over the host power to our brother Jordan. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.